God has an urgent message for you today. You're about to hear words that will shake your heart to its core. My love, I always preferred this third party over you. This isn't just a random warning. It's a divine alert meant to prepare your spirit for a painful revelation of betrayal. Someone you trust is about to confess they've been comparing you to another and found you lacking. This message comes with love to help you face this coming heartbreak with dignity and strength. God is preparing you now so you won't be completely destroyed when these harsh words are spoken. As you hear this warning, know that God sees the painful conversation that awaits you. It's normal to feel shocked, angry, or devastated when thinking about hearing those words from someone you love. But remember that you're being watched over with care during this time. This warning is your chance to prepare your heart and turn what could be complete devastation into a moment of unexpected strength. You're receiving this message because there's still time to gather your dignity before facing this truth. Even when the path ahead looks heartbreaking, trust that this warning is a blessing, because knowing what's coming helps you stand tall when those crushing words are finally spoken. God doesn't want you blindsided by this betrayal. As you think about this coming revelation, take time to examine your relationship honestly today. Just like a mirror reveals what we often try to hide from ourselves, this divine warning shines light on relationship patterns you may have been ignoring. Hold on to your self-worth and inner wisdom, but let go of denial and desperate hope that weigh your spirit down. Just like someone prepares their home before a hurricane by securing what matters and accepting what might be lost, you need to strengthen your core values and prepare to release this relationship if necessary. This warning isn't meant to destroy your faith in love, but to transform your understanding of what you truly deserve. Sometimes the most painful truths create space for authentic love to eventually find you. This coming revelation, though heartbreaking, is removing what was never truly yours to begin with. This warning about betrayal is more than just information about your relationship. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your journey. It's a time for you to connect with your inner strength and find courage you didn't know you had. Face this message with a steady heart and prepared mind. There's a loving plan at work in your life, unfolding exactly as it should, even through heartbreak. Difficult revelations are coming, but see them as redirections toward the love you actually deserve. Every painful truth becomes a lesson that makes you wiser about where to place your precious heart. When those devastating words are finally spoken, reach out in prayer for guidance. God is always here to give you strength, dignity, and protection. In your prayers, you'll find the clarity you need to respond not from wounded pride but from genuine self-respect. Remember that sometimes relationships end not because you weren't enough, but because God wants to clear the path to someone who sees your true value. This painful moment is not your destination, but a necessary redirection. As we've discussed preparing for this emotional challenge, I'd like to help prepare you for future spiritual guidance as well. If these divine messages about relationship truth resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more spiritual warnings and blessings that will support you through this and other life challenges. Pay attention to small signs you may have already noticed that confirm this third-party preference. These aren't just coincidences, they are divine clues sent specially to prepare your heart. As you move through today, stay alert for patterns that have been trying to speak to you. You might have noticed your loved one becoming distant, growing, protective of their phone, mentioning someone's name with unusual frequency, or becoming critical of qualities they once adored in you. You may have felt something shift in their touch or seen a flicker of distraction in their eyes when you're together. These aren't your imagination. They're sacred guidance helping you face reality. Trust your gut feelings about this relationship. That quiet voice inside questioning their commitment is your connection to divine wisdom. When something feels wrong, even though you can't explain why, when their excuses don't quite add up, or when you feel yourself shrinking to avoid asking dangerous questions, that's God nudging you toward truth. These intuitive moments are whispers of protection, preparing you to hear the words that will confirm what your heart already suspects. Notice them, honor them, and let them strengthen you for what's coming. Your intuition isn't paranoia. It's divine wisdom preparing you to stand with dignity when the truth is finally spoken. Remember, you're not facing this heartbreaking revelation alone. God is with you, surrounding you with love and protection as these painful words are spoken. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual guides, and heavenly helpers, all working to support you through this emotional earthquake. This warning is designed to help you survive with your dignity intact, not to torture you with anxiety, and every part of this situation is under divine care. Feel thankful for this early warning, for it shows how deeply you are valued by God, even when undervalued by someone else. Each step you take with this knowledge brings you closer to responding with unexpected grace when those hurtful words are spoken. The universe holds your fragile heart in its caring hands, and nothing, not betrayal, not rejection, not being replaced, can separate you from this divine love. When someone tells you they prefer another, remember that God has always preferred you exactly as you are. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your relationship situation right now. When you receive a warning about betrayal before the words are actually spoken, that's sacred timing protecting your heart. These moments show you're connected to God's plan, living in harmony with divine guidance even through romantic pain. As the signs of this third-party preference become clearer, let them build your emotional armor. Each confirmation shows you're being prepared to face truth with dignity rather than being blindsided by it. Pay attention to these warning experiences and appreciate their protective purpose. They aren't random relationship problems. They're part of a loving plan to preserve your self-worth during rejection. Keep your heart open to these divine messages about your relationship. The more you recognize them, the stronger you'll stand when hearing those devastating words. Remember that receiving this warning now rather than later is divine mercy at work. This perfect timing gives you precious days to prepare your heart rather than having your world shattered without warning. God's timing is giving you the chance to grieve privately before having to respond publicly. Just as you receive these divine messages about relationship truth, your support helps us continue sharing similar guidance with others facing heartbreak and betrayal. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these important warnings to reach those who might otherwise be completely blindsided by the painful words, "I prefer someone else over you." Your generosity multiplies this healing message. As you prepare to hear those painful words of comparison and rejection, believe that this challenge can lead to amazing spiritual growth. Just like gold is refined through fire, your heart grows stronger by surviving what once seemed unbearable. God arranges these revelations perfectly, even when relationship endings feel cruel and unnecessary. Focus on strengthening your spirit, because that inner strength is what carries you through heartbreak with dignity. When you stay true to your worth and keep your heart open to healing, wonderful changes begin inside you. Relationships you never imagined possible will eventually find their way to you. Every step you take through this pain brings you closer to someone who will never compare you to another. Stay authentic in your response to betrayal, because your relationship with God remains your greatest comfort during rejection. This person's preference for someone else doesn't define your value. It simply reveals their inability to recognize the treasure standing before them. Sometimes God allows someone to walk away because he sees who is walking toward you. As you Get ready to hear those words of preference for another. Make it a habit to say, "I am divinely worthy of faithful love." Speak these words with complete trust each morning. This simple practice builds a shield of self-worth around you that comparison and rejection cannot break. When insecurity creeps in, or when you imagine that conversation, pause for a moment. Use this time to quiet your mind and connect with the divine truth inside you. You are enough exactly as you are. Trust that God is working everything out for your future happiness, and begin each day thanking Him for removing what was never truly meant for you. When you fill your thoughts with self, respect and faith, you create room for authentic love in your life. Align your heart with truth and trust, knowing that divine comfort is always available when rejection wounds you. Practice standing tall in front of a mirror, rehearsing calm responses to those painful words. Your dignity in the face of betrayal is the key that unlocks future love based on appreciation rather than comparison. During this relationship challenge, you're not just surviving personally, but also becoming someone who can help others facing similar betrayal. This experience offers you a chance to show God's grace in action. Each day gives you new opportunities to strengthen your heart and share hope with those around you. As you pray for protection and connect with God, remember to reach out to trusted friends who won't fuel bitterness, but will support your healing. Your dignity can inspire and encourage others who might be comparing themselves to the other person right now. Use your story to bring light to someone else's relationship darkness. Embrace each day as a chance to build a community of authentic support, creating connections based on genuine appreciation rather than constant comparison. In this journey, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through prayer and understanding. Remember that your response to these words will become someone else's guide through similar pain. By walking through this with grace, you're creating a pathway for others who will follow in your healing footsteps. In closing, as we face this painful revelation and the words, "I prefer someone else," let's move forward with dignity and readiness. Be prepared to welcome God's protection, face betrayal with quiet strength, and recognize the blessing of knowing your true worth beyond someone else's comparison. Trust in the power of prayer and in God's constant presence during heartbreak. You are on a path to authentic love, surrounded by divine care and strengthened by faith. Keep saying, "I am divinely worthy of faithful love," and watch as God removes what doesn't value you to make room for what will. This ending, though painful, is actually your beginning. When someone tells you they prefer another, stand tall in the knowledge that God has always preferred you exactly as you are. If this message has helped prepare your spirit for relationship truth, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine guidance. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a warning or blessing meant for you. When you share this message, you multiply its healing power. Each person who receives this warning through you becomes part of your spiritual legacy of protection and care. Dear Lord, please give us strength to face relationship betrayal with dignity and the wisdom to see your hand guiding us toward authentic love that never compares us to others. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped prepare you for difficult relationship conversations, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine messages with others facing similar heartbreak. Please share in the comments what spiritual topics about relationships you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the guidance you need most during love's challenges.